share? I'm ashy. It is what it is. Don't worry about that. That ain't the information.
Keep your shirt unbuttoned.
Yes, ma'am. Unless you want me to button it. It's your platform. I'll button it for you personally, but this is how I dress.
Yeah, I would rather you zip up your
Not a
shirt.
problem.
And I'm not getting your legs, it's just gonna be upper body.
Okay. God gave me the body. I hadn't got to the point where it's mine. I love it, whatever it look like.
So only thing, because we don't have the mics, is that you just have to
That's right.
project. Okay. So I haven't started yet, but when I do start, I'm just gonna have you say, introduce yourself. My name is, introduce how you identify as a creative, whatever that looks like. And the first question will be, what is radical self-expression mean to you?
What's up, world? It's your boy Cowboy Richie checking in. I'm a servant. I do a lot of different things, but to sum up what I do, I just want to serve. How I do that, though, I created a company called God Level Material. Has a few different principles. Few different pillars. I have a recording company called God Level Music Group, a non-profit marketing agency, God Level Events, where I help people online as far as social media marketing, but then I also help them with their offline marketing with flyers and things of that nature. And then last but not least, well, two things. I have my personal brand, Cowboy Richie, which I'm a bartender, I'm a barber, just different things that I've done since I've graduated high school that created brands for myself. Then last but not least, my most important thing, which is my life's work, is my foundation, From a Boy to a Man to a God, where I just do that. I help young black men that look like myself go from a boy to a man to a God.
Let's just keep that as a quick thing. Okay, cool. So, Cowboy Richie, can you express, what does radical self-expression, what does that mean to you? Why is it important?
Well, being that I'm on the Radical Black Girl platform, I feel the need to say that that makes me a radical black boy, I guess. But what that means to me is kind of along the lines of what my organization stands for, From a Boy to a Man to a God, and just being your higher self form, obtaining knowledge yourself, and that's just a lifelong process. That ain't something that you achieve in one moment and now you good. The organization From a Boy to a Man to a God is it's a mind state, how I can still be in this 31-year-old body, but still be in my boy state. So you can be in any state, in any age, and that's just what I see when I hear radical expression, because it's like our predecessors that came before us. Actually, your brand, your hat, I bought one from you, like the Black Panther style, and that same day I bought a creative book. And I cracked it, but I never actually wrote in it. I think now that I never wrote in, I still have it. I'm gonna leave it just like that, so it's a collector's item. But I said that to say, that hat reminds me of who I like to pattern my game after, the Black Panthers. And even before them, you got guys like Malcolm X, and then you got guys like Marcus Garvey before him. So to me, I'm not Martin. I love Martin, but nah, I'm not Jesus. I'm not turning no cheek. So when I hear black radical expression, that's just what it is. We're going to protect and we're going to defend, but we also at the same time, we going to build. But you ain't no building without protecting.
Cool. And I'm going to ask you two more questions. So that's one clip. This next one's going to be, why is creative empowerment important, especially right now?
You ain't got to tell me. Actually, I like it if you don't tell me. Just let me think about it in a moment.
So why is creative empowerment important, especially right now?
I think creative empowerment is so because as you see, I'm gonna give you something that I tell my partners I sit around. If y'all haven't realized this world, the whole world, every company, whether you small, big, or large, is gonna need a marketing department. Not a marketing company to partner with, a marketing department in your own company. Because what happens is y'all look, we competing with so many people just to get our message out, right? Even to the point to where 10 years ago, I am a cameraman, right? And I use Canons. So 10 years ago, when everybody started using iPhones, I was part of that whole fuck the iPhone movement because y'all was killing me. So what that told me was just like in life. I moved from Michigan to here. My dad was a welder. GM, Chrysler, Ford, when all that closed, we had to move. So all they just keep showing me is life. It's going to happen. You got to continue to adjust. So why creative media is so important is because you got to be able to tell your own story at the drop of the hat without waiting to tell somebody, hey, you edit that video with my video in. Nah, you need to be able to go run to that camera, then run to the editing software and get it out that same day because it's your message that needs to be out. Because like they say, as far as music, they say 130,000 songs is uploaded every day to Spotify. I can't imagine how many.
My storage just got full. Ah! That was no time.
I'm gonna tell you something if you don't know. Start go live. So that way, if you go live and it's still full, you can save it from the platform, whether it's YouTube, Instagram. That's what I do, and it saves my storage. And it saves my storage. So that way, I don't save it directly to my phone. It's saved on the platform, and then later, whatever platform I'm using to edit, I download it there. Because I don't know if you if you edit on CapCut even on your phone or on your desktop. I do both.
I do on my phone on my phone.
So even then, it might be even better since you're on the iPad. Start going live sometime, and then you can share it. Just try it out sometime when you got some time. Yeah. It'll save a lot of storage. And I started running into that too.
Dang. Okay, well, shit. Let me see. I got about 3 1-minute clips of you. So, I got something.
That's something,
Yeah, I'll work with it. Damn. I gotta clean up my storage though. But you said, so when you go live on Instagram, and then.
So I do YouTube. I prefer YouTube. As you turn
Just
around,
YouTube?
that's on YouTube.
Okay,
And when YouTube, because that's just YouTube is a bigger platform. Actually, if people don't know, YouTube is and will be continuing the biggest platform for the next 20 years because they keep adding what everybody else has to theirs, and it's free. That's the difference between on YouTube and everybody else. But the reason I choose YouTube is because it's a bigger platform and it's got a lot of more easier editing situations. Like even like when you go live here. When I finish that live, I can edit that live right there in YouTube, and it doesn't, how can I say it? It doesn't slow down because it's a long video. Versus like, I haven't used edit, so I don't know if you can transfer the live video straight to edits. Right. And I'm sure sometimes when you use even like CapCut, when you're using that long of a video, it slows it down even when you're on your phone, depending on how much storage you even have on your phone, makes CapCut and all your apps move slower because they're editing apps. Okay. So what I like to do is I go on one of the lives, and like I said, I'll save it, I'll leave it on there. And then when I save it to my phone, I can then go back when I'm done editing and delete it, but I'll still have it because it's on YouTube and it's on Instagram and it lives forever. So I do that, but then
and then you can actually control who sees it on.
And then you can download it to, I see what I do is I download not only from my phone, but I put it on my laptop or my hard drive or whatever. I have an external hard drive and I put it all there. So that way if I go back years from now and then still have it, instead of having to scroll all the way down Instagram to find that video, I just create just different logs and stuff and just create, because like you talk with Shorty, you've been doing this for so years. So at this point, your resume speaks for itself. But so you need somewhere easier just to be like, hey, this is where my work is. So this is the ingenious thing that I did 10 years ago. Hashtags for me was my resume. So I literally created a hashtag for everything I ever done for the last 10 years. So that way it makes it simpler to tell people, hey, this is what I've done for the last 10 years, to give them a long list of hashtags. And then you can literally put that hashtag in Google, and Google's gonna be able to figure out and go from everywhere to pull everything that's calibrated to the hashtag. So that's another easy way that'll help you with your stuff. Start creating hashtags, and then years from now, you will forget the video, but you put that hashtag in, the hashtag can go exactly where that video is at and pull it up.
Well, this was if anything else, this was my confirmation to get my butt on YouTube.
I had to switch over too, because I realized that, like, I was listening to a guy, because like I said, I do music, I had a tape dropping on Thanksgiving, and as the guy was talking about how YouTube quietly has the second most money. They make the most. They paid out the most for artists because YouTube Music, and they saying that they're gearing up by 2035 to be the biggest music distributor like Spotify, shit like that. At the same time, they're still working on the YouTube movies like they did with Netflix, trying to get people to put original content on their stuff. And their business model is they're not going to continue to charge us. That's what they say now. They're not going to charge us, but they just going to continue to make money off the ad revenue. Right. So to me, if that's where, if that's their platform and that's their where they thinking about it, they already got every age bracket going to YouTube. Everybody
Facts.
goes there. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, shit, they already improved their shorts. Now on live, you can go live with another platform. You can go live with another channel on YouTube. I just discovered that yesterday. So with all these things that YouTube is starting to create in a minute, it's going to be like the one-stop shop for Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of them in one. That's slowly what they're building.
Yeah.
And for people that has been on that YouTube, 20 years and now got all that content, it's just smart because to me, it's like, well, you already going to be on that site. I might as well transfer, start putting all my information and stuff like that to there, to where it's not trying to pull you from Instagram to YouTube. Instead, I'm trying to pull you from YouTube to my private website, to my private app. That's really what we should be trying to get to as our own platforms. Because if YouTube shut down, all your shit gone. And that's why I said that back. That's why I said about backing it up too, because the hashtag works only if that platform is still up.
Right.
But you still, if you didn't save those videos, then they gone in perpetuity. So that's why it's also important too. I'm sure you got iPhone, so that means you got cloud. So backing them up to the cloud, or if you got Google, putting them on that Google Drive, and so that way you still have them from years later. That's just ways, because I literally motherfucking formatted a whole 2 terabyte hard drive one time and cried for an hour and was finna give up. I was like, bro, you just deleted 5 years of work, bro.
Damn.
Like, so when you're doing shit like that, it makes you just think of different ways to just like, okay, how do I use all those platforms to my advantage? So that way, when I do got the resources I need to have my own platform, it's just easy to snatch all that shit over and put it right back over there. That kind of goes along to what you asked me, because I really do believe if we don't have a marketing department, even in a small black business like we have, we ain't gonna be able to survive in the next generation, because everybody got the ability to just sit around and put out content. And since content is the new attention, the new currency, you now have been forced to compete in a standpoint from content. It's hard for us as creators, because like yourself, you're a designer. And if you, like the lady that just left said, that she's not creative at all, well, only your brain thinks of your profession. It's hard for you to switch over to be like, damn, I gotta make this content for even people just to see my product. Yeah, you do, because when you try to go talk to a agency, they trying to charge $10,000-$15,000 just to talk to them. And it's like, bro, information is free. We're in the information age. I can get on Google and ChatGPT and give them a plan, and it's gonna give me how step by step, fully detailed out.
Right.
Why do I need y'all? And so that's what I'm trying to do. I took 10 years learning edits myself, actually doing them, not having to use these different apps. Nothing against them, but I'm glad that I did. So now I can turn around and tell people, like, y'all already learned. The platform gave y'all the ability to teach yourself. Now it ain't no more we can teach you. You just gotta sit yourself in the mirror and be like, damn, am I willing to sit there and get up
And do this work.
and then batch it? Because that's the problem that happened with me. I shoot every day the same shit that I put out that day. And when life start happening, you don't feel motivated to like switch back over. So I had to learn to start like batching and scheduling my posts. And that's another thing I would tell you. If you don't do that, start batching your videos as much ahead of time, and then go on Instagram. You can schedule it right now on Instagram now. You used to couldn't even do that. You used to have to download a different app.
Right.
But that's what I've been doing for the last 3 days, and I'm noticing I have a video posted at 4 in the morning, 8 in the morning, noon, 4 p.m., 8 p.m., and midnight. And so for the last 3 days, I've been rolling over. Shit been happening. I was like, oh shit, that video got posted. It's like allowed me to even be more motivated to get up and shoot more content, because it's like, bro, you already got it already shot, and you seen that it took no work to do today's, and now you just getting views and comments off of old shit.
Right.
Another thing I will tell you, I heard them telling you about Clips. It's this website, viral.ai. It takes all these long form videos we doing right now, and it's gonna find it's gonna rate it. You can set it from like 30 to 60 seconds, and then what it does is it pulls 30 to 60 second videos, but it rates it by the most ability to go viral. So it gives it the rate of what they read. Somehow the AI reads and they cut it up and say, okay, based on what you said in this 30 to 60 second clip, this is the one that's gonna rank most viral from 10 out of 10, and then it gives you your top 10 clips. So I would tell you, I sent you the link in your DM, and I would tell you to do that with all the videos, even the ones he give you. Wherever you get long, short video, put it in there. The AI cuts it up automatically. It even puts captions on it for you. So you ain't even got to do all that. Puts captions and titles on it, and then it lets you download each video individually. So now what I do is I post like a short long form whenever I want to, and then now I just cut that video down to however many clips using that AI. And then I just go back throughout the week and just posting 1 minute segments and then telling them, hey, listen, you want the full one, this is where you can find
Right.
it. But at the same time, that little mini video is keeping them so interested, and it's a nugget. So it's still allowing you to be looked at as a person that's giving game in that little quick 30 to 60 seconds, which makes it more shareable. Because who the
Right.
fuck really gonna sit and watch a long form video on Instagram?
Right.
That's not happening. That's another thing that's the drawback about live on Instagram. Nobody's gonna sit there and watch your video unless they watch it live. But on YouTube, you know, people watch long-term
Right.
videos, so
People are more accustomed to it.
because we've been conditioned to do it this whole time.
You got some content. It was kind of the back of me.
Nah, that's fine. Because what I also would tell you too is snatch that audio from bro off your podcast and turn that itself, just the audio, into a podcast. Because that's what I do too. I extract the audio and turn it into its own separate thing.
Yep.
So now you got just more streams. I mean, more revenue streams and more and more. Luckily, like I said, I came out of high school. I was I was a promoter. So this is literally all I knew how to do, make videos, photography, but just seeing where the world's getting to, where everybody's going to need to have their own marketing department, because it's no way we have the dollars to be able to spend to a marketing agency to be able to have them put out the work that we need to put out at the rate to compete. Because you got big conglomerates with millions of dollars that be posting 4 times a day. If they already posting 4 times a day while using ChatGPT and all this AI, then I mean we kind of have to. Even if you against AI, you gonna have to, because ain't no way nobody gonna see your stuff.
Right.
I've just been trying, like I said, just trying to figure out different ways.
Well, I'm glad that you got out the house and you made your way over here.
Me too, because I needed it. And then it came on this side of time, I'll graduate and they leave. So while I'm over here, I might go to my damn parents' house.
Okay. Well, that's always nice too.
Yeah. Check on my brothers and stuff, see how they doing. What you got going for the rest of the day?